Hey everyone, Mrs. Kaufman here. How are you doing? I'd like you to go ahead and do this quick check. So obviously you're not going to be able to graph them. Just tell me what the answers are, and we'll be good to go from there. There's your final solutions. So our essential question: how does measurement help you solve problems in everyday life? Oh goodness, I think it helps a lot. So let's go ahead and learn a little bit about measurement and see what you guys can learn. Today we're going to learn to find the area of a parallelogram and to find missing dimensions given the area. So here's some vocabulary that's important to know. Polygon, parallelogram, rhombus, base, height, and formula. A key concept for area of a parallelogram. The area A of a parallelogram is the product of its base and its height. So another way of saying that is area equals the base times the height. We need to find the area of the parallelogram. The base is 6 units and the height is 8 units. You can count if you'd like to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the height. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we know the formula for the area of a parallelogram is base times height. Notice there's no little x, there's no little dot. There's nothing here to indicate multiplication. We just have to know when two letters are next to each other in math, from here on out, that means that they're multiplied together. So that's area equals base times height. Area equals 6 times 8. So you're going to replace b with 6 because that's the base, and height with 8 because that's how tall it is. So A equals 48 because 6 times 8 is 48. The area is 48 square units, or 48 units squared. Now we're going to find the area of this parallelogram. Okay, we'll notice this is 11 centimeters, this is 20 centimeters, and this is 13 centimeters. I'm going to estimate the area is about, that's how we make an estimate with the squiggly lines, 20 times 10, or 200 centimeters. Remember, we're estimating. We're doing 20 by about 10, so we know a reasonable answer is going to be somewhere around 200. Is that our actual answer? No, just a reasonable estimate. Area equals base times the height. So the area in this situation is 20 times 11. We're going to replace b with 20 and h, height, with 11. Area equals 220. We're going to check for reasonableness. Yeah, 220 is pretty close to 200. The area is 220 square centimeters, or 220 centimeters squared. Find the missing dimension of the parallelogram. So in this instance, we know the area is 45 inches squared, and we only know that part of it is 9 inches, but we don't know what the height is. So area equals base times height. So we're just going to plug in what we know. 45 equals 9 times h. So we're going to divide each side by 9, as we've been doing in previous lessons when we've been solving for variables. Hopefully this helps give you some context for when we use those kinds of things. So 5 equals h, okay? Is that true? Is 5 times 9 45? Yes. The height then is 5 inches. Ramilla is painting a replica of the national flag of Trinidad and Tobago for a research project. Find the area of the black stripe. Oh goodness. Okay. So we can see here that the base of the black stripe is 6 3/4 inches, and this says the height is 12 inches. Okay, the black stripe is shaped like a parallelogram, so we do need to use the formula area equals base times height. The area is base times height. That's for the area of parallelogram. This is helpful for us when we write out the formula so that we can see it. Kind of helps put it more permanently inside our brains when we see it this way. Okay? So the area equals 6 3/4 times 12, because we can see that the base here is 6 3/4, and we can see here that the height is 12. So the area equals 81, because if we multiply 6 3/4 times 12, we get 27/4 times 12, which is then 81. If you'd like, you can do the math and solve that. The area of the flag that is black is 81 square inches. I'm going to give you another example on that one. Jose is building a dog run for his dog in a parallelogram-shaped space. Find the area of the space that the run will enclose. Okay, so go ahead and figure that out. Remember, base times height. Did you get 65 5/8 feet squared? So 10 1/2 times 6 1/4 should give you 65 5/8. So how did what you learned today help you answer the essential question? How does measurement help you solve problems in everyday life? I think especially that last question we saw might be helpful with the dog run that you just saw in answering that question. Okay, the next lesson focuses on the area of triangles. So how will this lesson on area of parallelograms help you understand our next lesson? That is a really good question. Okay, I'd like you to go ahead and finish out your whisk. Go ahead, summarize, and write a question about what you learned. Excuse me. And I hope you guys have a good afternoon, and we will see you tomorrow.